Hi, my name's Tim with ABC Acres here in Hamilton, Montana, and I am joined with Matt Sargent today. He's our new farm manager. How you doing, Matt?
Well, I'm great. Yourself?
I'm doing super. Thank you for asking. We're going to jump right in here today. Matt brings a knowledge and passion about mushrooms to the new position here at the farm, and he took it upon himself a few weeks ago to start up some mushroom production here at ABC Acres in our turkey pen presently, or will be our turkey pen here in a few weeks once we get the turkeys on the ground. And so we're going to speak today a little bit about how do we go about starting mushrooms if that's of interest to you folks. So Matt, real quick, what species, what type of mushroom did we choose?
This is a King Strophoria. It's also known as wine cat or the garden giant mushroom.
Okay, so is that then, I would assume garden giant, is that more of a culinary or medicinal or hallucinogenic? What are we going for?
It's more of a culinary mushroom.
More a culinary mushroom, okay. And is that conducive to the Northwest? Is that something that we can grow across the country?
It's grown countrywide, and we chose it because it's a very forgiving, easy to grow outdoor mushroom.
Easy to grow, okay, well that's what we're talking about here today. We want success. So let's just talk about the setting. Here we are again in our turkey pen. Why did you choose this particular setting to start the mushrooms, and what should folks watching the video, what should they be looking for as far as assets in their design as to where they're going to put their mushrooms?
All right, well, we chose this location because it has irrigation, which is crucial. Mushrooms do like water. It also, the lilacs provide plenty of shade. You can grow these in almost full sun, okay, but as soon as they get bleached out by the sun, it's not a very tasty mushroom, and they'll grow larger if they have access to shade. So okay, having them under large bushes, small trees, even smaller plants does help.
Okay, so if I'm hearing that right, it's pretty simple from a standpoint of we want shade to protect them from the afternoon heat, and then we want to have some sort of water source, whether it's hose, whether it's irrigation, or quite frankly, regular precipitation if you're that part of the country.
If you're in parts of the country where it rains, you don't need to worry about it. And what's nice about here is, you know, we're irrigating with well water, so we don't have to worry about chlorinated water. In my experience, King Strophoria will grow with chlorinated water, but it's always best to keep it fresher.
I would totally agree. Okay, well, there's something going on here on the ground. This straw, this wasn't here. So let's talk about ground prep. What do we need to do to prepare to introduce the mushroom?
So basically, Strophoria is pretty forgiving. You don't need to do a lot of ground prep. In fact, it actually thrives when it's in contact with soil or grasses. So we basically did a lasagna style of mulching. We added a layer of straw that was in direct contact with the soil, and then we spread the mushroom spawn on top of that layer of straw, made sure everything was nice and wet, and then put another layer of straw on top of it.
Okay, so straw, spawn, straw.
Yes.
You know, we're being on the farm, we have a lot of access to straw or spent hay, things of that nature. Could people use things like lawn clippings or bagged leaves, or, you know, what are some of the mediums we need to use?
So with the Strophoria, hardwood mulch is a great medium. You can use leaf clippings. You do want a more carbonaceous material, so straw is better than grass clippings. Okay. And it will grow fast on straw. It grows a little slower on wood chips.
Okay. So in other words, you don't, not strictly straw. You can go with hardwood, wood chips. Let's see, softwood would not be something you want to use.
You know, I plan on playing to see if we can grow it on some coniferous wood chips. Some mushrooms, as far as the culinary aspect, you shouldn't eat if they were grown on conifers.
Okay, so we've defined where we wanted to put them. You have done the necessary amending and introduced the spawn. Real quick, where can folks usually pick up this spawn or collection of different mushroom spawn?
There's a variety of retail outlets for mushroom spawn online. This time around we went with Mushroom Mountain. Okay. I believe they're out of Tennessee. It might be Carolina. Fungi Perfecta is a great resource. Field and Forest is also another good resource.
Terrific.
basically, if you Google mushroom spawn, you'll find something.
We'll put a
good.
few of those in the video. You might have already seen them as you're watching. Okay, so they've gotten the spawn. It comes. We've done the lasagna style introduction. What is the maintenance protocol over the next 2, 4, 6 weeks to harvest?
The maintenance protocol is to try to keep the medium from drying out. So keep it wet, keep it irrigated. Luckily, it's been raining the last couple of days, and basically, as soon as the mycelium or the roots of the mushroom have colonized the straw or the substrate that you're growing on it, that's when you'll start to see fruit bodies. So it could be 6 weeks, it could be 6 months. We did add a lot of straw here.
Okay.
But as the mycelium spreads, it's basically breaking down the straw and doing a slow compost. So it's really building the soil under these lilacs.
Okay, so then it's based on your maintenance protocol as to how quickly potentially harvest comes along.
Yeah.
You don't want the straw or your amendment. You don't want that wringing wet. You just want a nice.
No, you want it
element.
moist. You know.
Okay.
Like you said, not wringing wet, but when you feel it, it should be damp.
Okay. And then aside from the Strophoria, could we make the assumption that all mushrooms, varieties of mushrooms, have a slightly different level of care, maturity, harvest time, those type of things?
Exactly, and there's a huge difference between growing them inside and outside, much like growing vegetables in a greenhouse or a high tunnel or the field. Regulating the climate, growing them inside, you can get things to fruit faster.
Okay.
And they can colonize faster.
Okay.
Here we're partnered with nature, as we always do on the farm. So
terrific. Well, I think that certainly recaps a little bit of jumping into starting Strophoria. Do you have anything to add to today, or?
I can't wait for it to grow because it's a delicious mushroom.
Cool. All right. Well, with that said, I want to invite you to send us a note what species of mushroom you might be interested in growing, and maybe we can do a little research and give you some ideas on what we would tweak here to accommodate the variety you're trying to grow. And do let us know what you're doing. We want to learn from you guys. So, as always, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Have a great day, guys. Bye.